And when they're done, I get to eat said food. It is now time. Who gets it is going to be the Daisy versus Peach ditto, quote unquote. Oh, I did not realize you were behind me, Daryl. I'm sorry. I just did the full lean back and I just smacked the hell out of Daryl. We got game 1 of Grands here. The Daisy Peach matchup. The Ling obviously has come out on top the majority of the time in this, but Blank has also been able to take them in the past. So I'm not hard pressed to believe that there could be a reset.
And also, I just want to point out, like, this is not something. Both players also pulling dot eyes on the same turnip there. That was quite funny. But these two characters aren't exactly the same, right?
They are now.
Daisy, no, they're still not.
So there's a very slight hurt box difference.
Yes, Daisy is slightly shorter and wider.
But that's it, though.
Yeah, but I mean, it matters in this matchup.
She's not lighter.
No, I was saying she's shorter and wider. Peach is taller and thinner.
I actually enjoyed back when there was a difference in the turnips.
Yeah.
But that will.
Same here.
That'll get the job every single time. That force mesh can take it out.
Yep.
I did enjoy that difference, though. That was like a fun uniqueness, and they're just like, no.
Yep. And right now, Ling playing as close to par as he did taking that first stock, finding 62 unanswered. Now, again, continuing this pressure. Blank just hasn't been able to land at all, finally getting down and finding the reversal of the situation, but Ling just going to ledge and playing patient. Still not able to hold on to the stock, though.
Yeah, back here going to find him over at the ledge. But he did apply 89 and now 97. That forward air will do it. I actually kind of expected it not to for a sec. But because it was a fresh stock, fresh forward air, going to get the job done.
Yeah, no. Finding like both these players.
It's so funny watching them go side to side and just like.
I was gonna say, you see one floating, the other trying to, one's trying to catch an aerial approach, the other one's trying to catch a grounded approach. Then that one lands and the other one floats. Both these players are having the same tools.
They're taking footsies quite literally.
Well, I was gonna say dittos are so weird because it's like, how do you play against someone who can do exactly what you can do? Right?
I mean, yeah, the majority of it is just being able to bait them into better option coverage than they have. It's like, I know that you're looking for what I want, but sometimes it's pretty funny because the inherent nature of how Daisy works, it actually kind of counterplays themselves because you can't go for the same down tilt pressure mix-ups you would on someone else for the big combo strings because she's always in the air.
Yeah, no, exactly. And float as well, right? You being able to just immediately not fall back down. It makes it much harder to extend those combos. You see a lot more scrapping, a lot more defense. You're going to see not as many turnip pulls because you don't want your opponent to be able to catch it and then use it back against you. Ooh, you see just a lot of fade backs, a lot of just trying to hit fairs, bears, single hits, maintain stage control really, I think, is the key in this ditto.
Now, one thing I'll say, even though as this game is going to come to a close for game number 1, one of the things I was alluding to in the previous match was there is the feeling that after how close that was, whoever won might potentially just get rolled by Ling game 1 because there's a lot of fatigue in that. I will say, even though Blank lost that and it was essentially a 2-stock, it wasn't like Blank was playing bad. He didn't, like, switching back to the Daisy, he still looked very warmed up. You see the hands getting rubbed out, trying to, like, think through. Also, fist bump's going out to Daryl, who was leaving for the night. And this one is not too surprising. I have seen these two bring it to FD a couple times, because it's that same question of, well, like you said, they were the same exact character, so we're just going to make it linear, and there's going to be no escape and disadvantage now to a platform.
And we talked earlier about how Kalos is Peach's best stage, so you might say, why don't you go to Kalos? And the answer is because whatever Peach gets the lead just stops interacting, and then there has to be such a large commitment from the other one that you really don't want to give those side platforms.
Never, ever, if you can avoid it, fight Ling on Kalos.
I agree.
You will not have fun. I am doing this for your benefit. You won't have a good time because Ling will absolutely float camp you above those platforms and make you suffer for it. There's only a few characters who can ever actually like outpace him there, one of them being like Fox. And that was at least a very close first stock before that forward air, and Ling does strike first once again.
And now being the only Peach with a turnip opting just to throw it away, not wanting to risk the reversal.
Is that Clive in the chat, ignoring my DMs for the past like 5 hours, bro? That's crazy, man. Can't even respond to my DMs.
I mean, listen,
like again, the chat.
Listen, he says,
damn.
You know, if you really wanted to roast him, you would.
Oh wait, no, he actually. Okay, never mind. He responded to me 14 minutes ago.
Okay, then I'll
that's on me.
I'll tell.
But also, where are you at?
I'll save what I was gonna say for off stream.
Oh, Stitch Face. Oh, he missed it.
But managing to still get the frame trap right. Ling able to drift around it, but getting caught by the back air as a result. So very good positional awareness from Blank to take advantage of the situation. Down 70%. He has a hill to climb. Starting to do so, but great anti-air up smash.
Also, this is very funny, by the way, because Don called it. He said that most likely, like, Clive probably fell asleep. So did CBK. Both CBK and C-Live missed it today because they both took a nap. I feel you, though. It's a long day. It's a long day.
I've been there. I mean, I had to ask for an extension on an essay because I literally slept through it.
Oh, another Stitch. Oh, no. Oh, that one's going to connect, though. I mean, he re-grabbed. I did not even realize he re-grabbed it back.
I didn't
Danger
either.
is afoot.
I didn't either. It was beautifully placed where he threw it falling, so he was below it. So after it connected, he had the positioning to be able to re-grab it. That was a dot eyes, not going to find anything off the Z-drop, and Ling just holding that float very patiently, finds his way back to stage, opting to play out of the other ledge, just trying to take the extra space, rack on some damage here.
Ling is covering jumps away as a defensive option extremely well. That's what that forwarder is for. He's just making sure that if Blank decides to jump away, it's going to get hit. And if you float at any point, it's going to get hit too because you can't air dodge immediately out of that. Ling loses the trade on that, but he's still he won this stock. He got him already to 109.
And I was going to say as well, like, one of the things I think is very jarring for Blank in this matchup that he hasn't been able to, he hasn't seemed super prepared to deal with is the degree to which Ling is kind of held forward in this set.
I actually agree with that.
Is really uncharacteristic of him. It makes a lot of sense considering the Ditto, right? Considering both these players opt to generally play defensively, opt to fade back. You don't have Turnip to kind of make that as safe. But Ling has kind of just been holding in, and then as soon as Blank takes that bait and says, okay, you want to play aggressive, I'll play aggressive, that's when Ling is starting to fade back. That's when he starts to play a defensive, and then as soon as Blank gets confused of like what just happened, then Ling starts to go
think it might be a player habit thing because these two have fought each other a lot. Now, it's gone through a couple different iterations. There was the point where the Pirate Mithra was actually doing very well against Ling, and he couldn't figure it out. Blank was winning, and then he solved it, and then he switched back. But there was also the time frame where Ling would always just go DDD into Ditto because his DDD just beats all the Peach players with the DDD. But of late, he's just been so dominant in this Ditto. I think part of it has been that yet another Stitch has shown his face. Tonight, we collectively have, I think, 8 Stitches that have showed up on stream. A Bomb in, what, like at least 5 to 6 dot eyes.
Yep, and we haven't seen any Mr. Saturns yet, though. That's the one
that's gonna show up now in this match, just so you're aware.
I know, but Blank managing, that was a very convincing first stock. He got a huge opening combo. Oh, and now managing to find his first lead of the set. He has to get off this ledge though if he wants to hold on to it. Finding last hit dare, managing to allow him back to stage, find that stage control reversal, but Peach's Tuchus is gonna come in, take the stock, and Ling's right back deep.
Yeah, that's the hard part about that right there is that you need to somehow find a way to build a lead on someone who's got the caliber defense as Ling does. But that was just regular like flat as that one. But so far, even after losing that, Blank has built his lead right back up and dominantly answering right back again. So now up a whole stock one more time.
Yeah, my favorite thing to watch in this Ditto, though, is seeing one Peach pull a turnip and the other one be like, oh, right, and then immediately pull another
I could do that too.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, but Blank has really been the one capitalizing on having turnip on hand more than Ling in this matchup. Ling opting just to scrap, play that CQC game and really pressure him. That's a back air going to come out. Ling managing to really not let Blank hold on.
Kudos to Ling, exactly, for like not, even after Blank has kind of just destroyed those first 2 stocks. But now we're in the same story once again. He gets a revenge KO, and then Blank just becomes the best player in the building.
I love that Peach Bomber from Ling there. It puts him in a position where Blank might hit him, he might get hit, but it just, it gets him out of dodge, and he's not going to lose his stock from that situation.
This is currently the difference of whether Blank gets to keep playing tonight or if Ling finishes it right now. It's sitting at 139 to 64. And, Blank has been able to finish it, but now we're at that last stock window where Ling can pick it up on defense. He just needs to make sure he doesn't he doesn't freak out. Like, play well with this lead and get yourself to game 4.
That was such a good high umbrella, that up B coming out. Unfortunately, Blank closing out the ledge trap, finding the game, putting himself on the board. But that high umbrella was so smart. It was the first time he's done it all set. Blank ready for the more traditional option, and it allowed him to play around that down smash in a way that Peach really didn't have another route to use it.
Okay, for a second I was about to say that we haven't really seen too many, like, I was going to say we haven't seen too many, like, dominant just straight up 3-0 or 2-0s, but I'm actually wrong on that. It's kind of an even split. Winner's quarters is literally all 2-0s. Oh, my God.
I mean, listen, sometimes you just got to delete your opponent.
Sometimes, but
you gotta get
these
deleted.
past few have been intense, though. That loser's final set, the loser's semi set. So Blank's been forced to, like, the brink of extinction multiple times of, like, trying to keep this bracket alive, and he just keeps coming out on top each time. Even there, down 2 games, managed to at least get himself on the board.
Yeah, and Blank picking up right where he left off, right? A huge opening combo. Oh, 100% unanswered here. Here, Ling getting out of the corner with a down tilt, but Blank answering right back. Neither player really able to hold on to stage control right now. But it's Blank who has all that extra damage. However, Ling is managing to find these grabs, slowly claw this back if he can hold on to this stock.
Yeah, that is the tale is all this time. Can you hold on to the stock here against either one of these players? Funny enough, they've just been so good at capitalizing on big damage. But this is that was so good. That was so good. And that was 100% intentional.
Yes, it was.
The fact that back air was perfectly placed on the timing of the punish, that Blank called that flow out so well with that footstool.
And with that positioning too on stage, right? Yeah, that covers every option, because even if he missed the tech and got back aired, but even if he teched in place, that covers. If he tech rolled in, because of how close it was to ledge, it covered. Or he got everything. But speaking of covering, Ling putting himself in the perfect position.
He covered a lot of options with that. Like the tossed up turnip, even though it doesn't seem as threatening as it is, you no longer can move forward. And then the up air just covers you after, because you're guaranteed that you have to either float back or dodge. And if you do dodge, you're getting hit by the back air on its way down.
Yeah, no, the ability, especially with those platforms as well, right, which kind of reduce there it is.
I told you. I told you. But you can't, if you bring up any of those RNG items while I'm on the mic, they're going to get it. So
okay,
now we have seen all of them tonight.
What about Laser Sword? Summon it back from Brawler.
Let's see. We just gotta. So if we just go out there and just swap the games right now, we can make this happen.
Okay. So what you're saying is,
it's gonna disconnect it and just like convert it to melee like mid set.
A communication error.
Game 5 melee Peach Ditto.
We'd be here for another hour.
We would be here for a very long time. Yes.
But speaking of what you were talking, there was another up throw turnip, controlling space, finding a stock in combination with these platforms, right? It allows for such consistent laning, even though it doesn't do damage, and you force your opponent, right, to approach you in a specific way. You control that space a lot better.
Speaking of being here for a potential long time, we're actually looming on what could be a game 5, and Blank trying to force a reset, because Ling was winning in, I won't say dominant fashion, but he always had the lead and he never relinquished the lead. The last 2 games he has played from behind, and that's it. He has only played from behind the last 2 games. So if the trend continues, Blank could be forcing a game 5 here.
And that's because I think Blank, right, has caught on to a little bit of Ling not as used to playing in that aggression is gonna have some habit. Blank has caught on to them and really has found openings for huge combos that Ling hasn't been able to answer, which has really been the difference maker so far in these 2 games.
He's playing really well out of shield too. That's a big thing. If you can safely act out of shield while Ling is pressuring you, then you have now taken away basically his entire neutral game. That
was so smart.
Oh, I don't know how he even missed that nair.
Me neither, but I think it was just beautiful. You know, he got a little bit antsy. Ling realized the situation, realized the DI and the down smash. This is gonna put a reversal. Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, ain't no way Ling makes this comeback at 215, right? Like,
I mean, plot armor.
It can happen. Also, it's not out of the realm of possibility. It is a thing. So,
question, just double checking, because Blank hasn't won a Vortex yet, has he?
No. So I had to think about last. I believe Blank won back when we were still Towers Takeover weeklies at the house, but Vortex? No, I don't think Blank has actually sported a Vortex win, and if he has, it's got to be a while ago at this point.
I was gonna say I mean anything over the summer, right? Anything 1 through 20, I can tell you he didn't win because I was here for
yeah, no, I'm fairly certain he hasn't won one. So this would be another attempt at it. Which, to be fair, he had multiple chances. He had grand final sets against Blitz, who he had a huge win record on, and maybe that was part of what played into the loss was the nerve of almost winning one finally, and Blitz able to take it out. But still, I mean, even just looking at that losers final set, looked incredible.
And this, you see Ling saying, "Okay, playtime's over."
Yeah,
you got one, you got two, but just
even the music in the background is just like a playtime's over feel. This is final boss mode.
Oh my, no,
we have reached phase 5 Ling.
It's ominous. I didn't see what the song was, but just off the top of my head, chat, tell me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure this is Castlevania music. I'm pretty sure this is Castlevania music. I want to say. Or is
it might be.
Or is it
it's either Castlevania, Luigi's Mansion, or something along the lines of like, I don't know. It sounds like something could be like from a Goofy game too. I don't know why, but you might be on that. I'm saying for that. But
speaking of, while we've been
you went
talking about the music,
we went from a lead that Ling had to a lead that Blank now owns.
I was gonna say
at 3-2.
Blank came back from the dead there, to seize the lead in this game number 5. I've tried
resurrected it. It's not even Sunday.
Yeah,
we are approaching the holidays, so just barely missing the smack though from that forward air. And Blank's defense has just been so good these past 3 games.
Yes, it has, and beautiful DI to survive there. Great micro spacing there, fading back for just a second and around that fair hitbox. One of the benefits of the Ditto is you know exactly the active frame.
You should.
You know the hitbox.
You should. There have been some funny times where people have talked to just like, yeah, I don't know my own character's frame data. Like, I can't stand you. And that'll be at the pro level, too. I'm not talking about, like, the average player.
I was going to say, listen, there's top players who it took them 3 years to learn that standing shield was frame 1.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I'm not going to name names.
That belongs to us. That's our people's. But that's that coming through. The turn up in hand, of course. I mean, a lot of what this Ditto relies on is turn up in hand, really. Like whoever has turn up in hand usually is at the better benefit because they now control the short hop range, and they're able to confirm off of things like that. That's gonna beat the float.
Yes. And one of the things is, as well to consider is when both players have turn up in hand, right? Because either you can, if you hit that turnip first, if you throw the turnip first, you better hit it, because if you miss it, you're immediately going to get whiff punished with their turnip and get comboed. However, if you hit your turnip by throwing it first, the reward's bigger because eventually you might be able to get them to drop the item, get the reversal. Speaking of, Blank managing to rack on so much damage in a juggle situation here.
Yeah, Blank trying to do his best to force this to be a reset and try and get himself that elusive Vortex Legends W. And he might find it here with that type of up air, but it's not going to get him that lead. And now the opportunity has been switched, but the very aggressive forwarder punishing him on the neutral get up, knowing that would hit.
Yeah, and we haven't seen this game either any RNG turnips coming up, that fair coming out. And now Blank
immediately went to look at the turnip pole, by the way, as soon as you said that. It's like,
on his tournament stock, needing to make something happen, but this is where Ling gets so scary. He has a stock lead. Yes, you can hit him. Yes, he will die. He's at kill percent. And Ling have to be afraid.
Ling is semi-questioning his approaches, which, to be fair, he's trying to be safe. But I'm seeing that he's playing very cautious, which could lead to Blank just find that straight hit. I do like the fact he slowed it down somewhat though, because this is meant to stymie out anything that Blank could do to try and wake up.
Yeah, and I was gonna say as well, I think part of that caution is Blank has just opened Ling up, right? When he's gotten much bigger conversions off of one neutral opening than Ling has. And so with the percent being this close, it's very scary because you know that if you lose one more neutral interaction, you might be down 60%.
This match determines whether Ling gets another W, Blank gets a chance at a W, or if I get to actually eat my chilies that has been sitting here for the past 2 matches. Well, we'll find out momentarily as this match continues. Will Ajax eat cold food or not? And so far, it looks like Ling is doing his best to try and prevent that, but Blank is also just His defense has been good, at least on the turnip game. I feel like he was getting hit by a lot more straight turnips at the start of the match.
I was gonna say, listen, and I think what happens is that if they keep getting hit by turnips, if they keep eating stray turnips, then we can eat food, right? But if they don't, well, then maybe we both go hungry tonight.
Yeah, I would say like eat your veggies, kids, but I definitely got burger like sitting
Yeah, no,
right down there.
I've
I got a burger
Taco
with a whole
Bell.
mott stick.
We are
I have
terrible role
one
models.
mod stick. Chavo stole the other one, but granted, I remember that he let me get one of his the other day, so it's a fair trade.
Yeah, I mean-
Equivalent exchange, and equivalently exchanging that back throw off stage. The turnips are coming through. Winky Face will at least get you a ledge trap, is what I would have thought. I figured I would have got it, but the forward air is going to be enough. Very, very intense last stock. You can see the defense got picked up a ton, but in those type of situations, trying to stay calm and trying to keep yourself composed can be very difficult when you're starting to get hit by a lot of stray hits, and Ling just was able to clutch it out.
Yeah, no, I mean, Ling really... It felt, though, like he had to go, like, dig deep in order to find those openings.
I could probably move over here, actually.
Like, the way Ling was playing, Blank pushed him to his limit in that set. It started really good for Ling, but at the same time, Blank just started to find openings, started to out-adjust him, which is not something you see very often, right? Ling is one of the best downloaders out there, and so Blank finding that was...
That's the most impressive part, is that the fact that Blank was able to still, like, bring it back all the way, even with the fact he was getting kind of steamrolled at the first 2 games, was able to shut it down, and it's always fun to watch. Always fun to see these tournaments and the way that they do. Very fun losers finals, but Blitz, after kind of running with them for a little bit, finally getting a humble check cashed, which I don't even really call a humble check, to be honest. He just finally lost one after a little bit now, so good job for people able to stop them. And also, I forgot to bring this over here in the first place to actually switch it. Make sure you guys check out every single Tuesday and Wednesday. Multiverse Mayhems happen every single Wednesday. Every single Tuesday is our Smash Ultimate Weekly Hero Vortex Legends. I don't have the posters up just yet because I am getting something done to the graphic as an update. But you also have Smash Ultimate Arcadian, which will be happening on January 22nd. That is a Sunday. That is the day after ESG's monthly. So make sure you go check out that as well.
2 weeks after LMBM, so if you're doing an extended trip in the area for whatever region, if you're coming from out of agencies and family, I mean, you should pull up.
And then keep an eye out for throughout the week. We'll be posting up the Multiverses monthly info and Legacy 2. So you'll be finding out the info in a couple days. I'm just waiting for some finalized information on that. And that's it for us tonight. I'm eating my damn food, and
Not
it's
if
always
I get
fun.
to it first.
I will actually square up with you. Don't play with me. But that is all, everybody. Y'all have a beautiful rest of your night. Thank you so much for tuning in, as always. I didn't mute you yet. You can say what you want to say.
I was gonna say, I mean, it's been great casting with you. It's great to be back. It's just been, you know, it's good to be back in CT. Like, I love my tri-state homies. I love, you know, I've loved getting to be in Mid-Hudson, New York City. Shout out to RJ for letting me cast Fusion remotely.
RJ is who you have to impress to make it anywhere in this. He is the one who gives us all our first shots. So I always love and appreciate that, man.
Absolutely.
But
I mean, he's truly the GOAT. I still haven't met him in person because I've been casting them all remotely, and
Are you going to LMBM?
I am, but I'm also just going to Fusion.
I was gonna say he might. Oh yeah, so you're.
I'm driving the carpool.
That's right. That's right. All right.
My idea.
Now it's time to go. Goodbye, everybody.
See you.